I love It's the Program.
Now that's what I'm talking about. I don't want to show favoritism or anything, but that is hands down the number one bit of user-created content I've received thus far. I'm not sure if I love it so much because he simply did what he was told, or because it's a video of a guy slapping himself in the face. Maybe it's the incongruity between the statement and the following action. Maybe it's just because he wasn't a wimp about the slap. Dude went for it. Sometimes it's good to be master of ceremonies. Sometimes I love doing this thing. And just to clear things up, Mr. Gamer for Life, how do you feel about it?
I love It's the Program.
Good afternoon, butt kickers. It's September 8th, the 251st day of 2011, which means it's International Literacy Day. It's kind of ironic talking about International Literacy Day on YouTube, a public forum known for its wide variety of illiteracy. The average YouTube comment has been known to be a somewhat imperfect showcase of the proper use of the English language. What I'm trying to say is that in this video's comment section, even though I'm talking about it right now, there will be at least one syntactical or typographical error. My thoughts exactly, Mr. Gamer for Life, and I've always been at least a little bit curious. Why the general disregard for the rules of the language with which we communicate? Is it laziness? Is it insubordination? Is it honest-to-goodness lack of knowledge? I know I'm going a little off the deep end here. I mean, of course most of you are literate. It's just that maybe if we had a separate variation of the English language made exclusively for internet use, we could all be more correctly literate. For example, now instead of the word gay meaning happy or homosexual, in our new YouTube English, gay is a word with umpteen definitions. Basically, gay is just used whenever the highly inexperienced wordsmiths that make up the majority of the commenting community can't come up with a more accurate insult. Gay is just a catch-all term, and instead of dancing around it like it's an issue that needs to be solved, I say we throw caution to the wind and make it the official generic insult word. To be fair, however, we should gradually rescind the word's previous correlation with the homosexual community and instead craft a new three-letter word to describe homosexual people. How about fun? With an umlaut. Yeah, umlauts rock. Don't you agree?
I love
Umlauts. Also, let's make definitely a word you can spell however you feel like. It's a freebie word. Definitely? Sure. Definitely? Absolutely. Defiantly? I mean, there are a lot of synonyms for defiantly. Perfectly good words like insubordinately and insolently and rebelliously, so I say we just phase out defiantly as a word that means those things and just go with the general flow of the internet and say that defiantly means definitely. And capitalization is totally optional. Why? Because if you really think about it, we don't need it. I mean, how deeply self-centered are we Anglophones to make the capitalization of I required? I'm so important that whenever I reference myself as the subject of a clause, I'm going to capitalize it. As for punctuation, it's slightly more important, like the period and the use of multiple exclamation points, but as far as I'm concerned, the comma is dead to me. And there you have it, YouTube English. Now we're all on a level playing field. Now, if you'll excuse me, an angry mob of my fellow English majors have gathered outside of my house with pitchforks because I'm a blasphemous heretic. Time to be sacrificed, but before I go, one more time, please.
I love It's the Program.
Nice. Until tomorrow, I'm Griff, and I'm still talking.